Good morning and welcome to winter. This is Steve Carmel from the National Weather Service in North Platte with our latest multimedia web briefing on the winter storm. Let's talk about some of the impacts of the continuing winter storm. This intense storm system will cross the Central Plains this afternoon and tonight, and as it does so, widespread moderate to heavy snow is likely at times. The heaviest snowfall accumulations are expected to lie along and south and east of a line from O'Neill through North Platte to Imperial, where storm total snowfall accumulations of 10 to 14 inches can be expected. Elsewhere, we're looking at snowfall total amounts of 6 to 9 inches over parts of north central into northeast Nebraska, and in the far northwest part of Nebraska in Sheridan County, a winter weather advisory is in effect there, where they can see storm total accumulations of 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. We are looking at hazardous travel continuing with snow-packed and icy roads into tonight. There will be some blowing and drifting of the snow, but since winds will be east to southeast today and then shift to the northeast tonight at speeds of 10 to 20 miles an hour, no significant blowing snow is expected. Once again, to emphasize that we are looking at some periods of moderate to occasionally heavy snow likely later today into late this evening as the storm system lifts from the southern Rockies this morning and across the Central Plains. Additional snowfall will range from around 2.5 inches in northern Sheridan County to more than another 8 inches in Wheeler County. So where is the upper level low pressure system responsible for producing this widespread snowfall event? As of this morning at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, we can see the strong low pressure aloft in the middle atmosphere moving into the Texas Panhandle. You can see some convective activity with thunderstorms and lightning out here over parts of the southern plains, extending from north central Texas through central Oklahoma into southeastern Kansas. Examining the forecast surface map positions expected to be in place by noon today, Central Standard Time, we can see that the cold front has sunk clear down into parts of the southern plains states with surface low pressure over southwestern Oklahoma and occluded front further to the east. This area here delineates an area of moderate to heavy snowfall, which is expected to be in place at noontime. Examining the forecast surface map positions expected to be in place by noon today, Central Standard Time, we can see that the cold front has sunk clear down into parts of the southern plains states with surface low pressure over southwestern Oklahoma and occluded front further to the east. This area here delineates an area of moderate to heavy snowfall, which is expected to be in place at noontime. By 6 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening, we can see the surface low pressure will have moved into central Oklahoma, and the area of heaviest snowfall will have shifted into central and eastern Nebraska through much of Iowa, and then down further to the southeast over even parts of the Arklatex. Since we talked about the surface map positions, now let's take a look at the surface low pressure track that is expected. At around sunrise this morning, the surface low pressure area was located across northwestern Texas and will move to the east into a position by sunset this evening across central Oklahoma. By 6 a.m. Friday morning, this surface low pressure system will be moving across eastern Missouri and then continue a northward track after that point. A graphic from the Hydrometeorological Prediction Center showing projected snowfall amounts expected to be above 4 inches through Friday morning, February 22nd. We can see a wide swath of 4-inch or higher amounts of snowfall over much of central into eastern Nebraska, central and southern Iowa, northern Missouri, and most of northern Kansas. As the storm system evolves and moves further away from our region, here's the snowfall projection for 4-inch or higher amounts for this storm system by Saturday morning. We can see that most of the heavier snowfall probabilities have moved off into Wisconsin and parts of southeast Minnesota and the Great Lakes region. This graphic indicates our gridded storm total snowfall forecast. You can see but the heaviest snowfall amounts generally lie along and east of this area, with the darker bluer colors being the heaviest snowfall amounts. Over our region, we're expecting the highest snowfall amounts to generally lie in Hayes and Frontier counties, where we could see snowfall amounts of up to 13 or 14 inches by the time this storm ends. Remember that additional areas of moderate to heavy snow are likely later today into this evening as the upper-level storm system ejects into the Central Plains. Also, hazardous travel will be continuing into this evening. Reinforcing some of the highlights and impacts from this significant winter storm, we're expecting snowfall totals of 8 to 12 inches to the south and east of the line from O'Neill through North Platte to Imperial today into tonight. In north central and northeast Nebraska, storm total snowfall of 6 to 9 inches is expected, and that will continue from today into tonight. Winds will be east to southeast today, shifting to the northeast tonight at 10 to 20 miles an hour. There will be some blowing and drifting snow, but no significant difficulties are anticipated at this time. This has been the Thursday morning edition of our multimedia briefing concerning the winter storm that is ongoing. The next update will be issued at around 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you for listening, and remember that even after this storm system ends, we're expecting another intense storm system to cross the Central Plains by early next week. The timing and track of this system is uncertain at this time, but confidence is increasing that additional snow will fall during that time frame. This has been Steve Carmel from your National Weather Service in North Platte.